Hello folks, it's JDporkchop and we're playing Surviving Space Engineers, and today we are on a mission. So I was doing some mining in between episodes and I saw a Mayday call. Right, hold on, let's slow it down. Not far from our little home base. Decided to go and give it an investigation. There's some people over there, but I don't think they're coming towards me. So we're just gonna very slowly fly by and see what's there. Now I have no guns, there's nothing. This is the same crappy little ship from before, just with a mining thing stuck on the front. Right, there's definitely something there. Just waiting for the hail of bullets to come flying towards me. Okay, we're getting a bit close. Let's just pull away. So it definitely looks like it's maybe like a crashed ship. Yeah. Let's just float away a little bit. Now, the reason that this interested me is I think we can maybe try and board it and capture it. And as we are next to no resources up here in space, it would be a giant leap for us to be able to capture something like that. So we are going to try. Now if we come sort of in between the rock and the ship, we can kind of get close and scout it out. There's definitely a little voice saying this is a bad idea, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay. See any? Oh. So there's definitely some guns on it. Definitely turrets. What's that? Is that a turret? Oh. Yes, it is a turret. Okay. Nothing. Another turret? Yeah. None of them seem to have seen me, so maybe they're disabled? See anything else? Looks like it's some kind of mining ship. And I can see a lot of like, oh man, if we can fix this and take it back, like this is a massive mining ship. Look, it's got, okay, it's a bit broken off, but we can patch it back together. Hey, where's the bridge? Does anybody see a bridge? There's a gravity generator. Actually, first, let's just sort of spin around and get around the other side, because there might still be some turrets on the underneath. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't even planning on... Oh, what's that over there? It's like a little pad or something? What's that? Is that a turret? No. I don't know what I just shot, but it blew up. Right, we're going to try and get over to that asteroid there and go around the other side. Just very... Oh, is that a turret? Yeah, that was a turret. Right, if they're on fire like that, it means they're not working, right? I hope this is correct. Otherwise, we're going to have not a fun time. Yeah, so I wasn't really planning on recording, and then I saw the Mayday thing. I was like, oh man, we have to go check that out, and I have to get that on camera. Because if I get, like, if I just get wrecked while doing this, it kind of needs to be on camera. Okay. Don't see anything else. So, let's just check the sides. Okay. I think it's safe to maybe get a little closer. Okay, so the turrets are on fire. They definitely don't work, which is good. That's one of those new engines. Okay. Gyros. Okay. Go down here. They're going to be turrets on the inside, do you think? Batteries. What are these supposed to be like? Bunk beds or something? Sliding door exit. Pressurize. So I'll shut that door maybe? Whoops. Wrong button. Right. Pressurize? Is this like a lift or something? Access denied. Access. Oh, I've locked myself in. Warning. Solar flare. Okay. So it's like it got hit by a solar flare or something. And now it's busted. What's in here, do you think? Access denied. So I'm guessing we have to somehow get access to the ship. Either that, or we're just gonna have to take it back as scrap and grind it. Whoops. Just vented everything out into space. Okay. There's the captain's chair, the pilot's seat. I wonder. We grind this down and then put it back. Will we get access? Is that how it works? Okay. Oh yeah, I think we just got ourselves a new spaceship. Okay, now we sort of just have to fix it because it's all busted. So let's have a little look. Right, we have one forward-facing thruster that's in good shape. You know, we should maybe just before we go crashing around like this, let's just double check that all the turrets are gone. Don't want to do something stupid. I think we're good. I think we just acquired a new spaceship. Right, the bits that are broken off. Not really much we can do with them, so let's just gather them up. A bit broken off? No, that bit's fine. Okay. Got over here. So this is supposed to attach here. So let's just take a look at it so that we can kind of replicate what it's supposed to look like. It's going to be an oxygen tank, 2 drills. Okay. So there's no real. Whoa, what's that? What's it's a body. Oh. Oops. Well, ooh. Got any stuff on you, pal? No. Oh well. So I think, right, where is my ship? We're going to bring my ship over here. We're going to load it up with all the parts and fly it. No, that's not a good idea. Where is my ship? Oh, please don't have floated off. That way. I left the beacon on. There it is, there it is, there it is. Okay, so we're going to go get my ship, bring it back here, load it up with all the bits that fell off. Because we don't want to waste any of this. This is a fantastic find. Especially when this is the only ship I have, and it's kind of rubbish. Right. We're going to, yeah, load it up with all the bits that are broken off, and come back for it. And we're going to try and figure out some way of getting this thing home. even if I have to, I could build like a little tug with some landing gear and just connect, or even put some landing gear on that and build off the solar panel and just drag it home. Whatever works. Oh man, look at all this stuff. Excellent. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to load up as much of this stuff as I can get. Oh, not that. Need that. This is, yeah, what an excellent little way to start off our time in space, especially after episode, the episode before last, where we came up and it was all a bit of a failure. On the subject of failures, I spent yesterday, I am not joking, about 7 hours going from asteroid to asteroid. I made it all the way to the moon. I did a lap around the moon, looking for uranium. Now, I knew when I changed the settings to make asteroids a little bit rarer that it was going to make resource searching a little bit more tedious and a little bit. Yeah, it was going to make things rarer. Which I wanted that, you know, I think that having asteroids really closely clumped together, for me anyway, just doesn't feel right. So, it was, it's still 100% the way I would keep the settings. But wow, has it made uranium rare. I searched every asteroid I came across, 6 hours. I found 3 with platinum. So we're not going to, and I've marked all the platinum ones. I marked a load of asteroids actually. Why can't I put in the connector? But yes, we are going to really struggle. So with that in mind, I think it changes my game plan a little bit. I think maybe what we'll do, instead of trying to start powering things with uranium so early, we may have to just continue with solar and battery power and all the ways we've been doing it so far. Right, these radio things are huge. I might just dump these, because am I going to need that many of them really? I'd rather grab some of the other stuff, to be honest. Okay, right. I suppose we'll just have to start loading it onto this. So, do you have any sort of cargo area? Is that cargo? Aha! Oh. So how do I start getting access to stuff? If I already have access to the ship, do I have access to the ship? Let's turn the engines on. Whoa. Okay, let's turn the engines off. So, I can pilot it, I think. So how do I start getting access to stuff? Maybe it's just going to be better to just grind down this whole ship and then use the parts to build my own ship. Just seems a bit of a waste to... Well... So how do I have to, like, grind down anything that says access denied? Is that... I'm not entirely sure how this works. I've never stolen a ship before. I don't know. I'm not sure. It seems like a real waste to just, like, grind this whole thing down and then rebuild something, but if I'm gonna have problems with it doesn't want to move. Why is it not moving? Okay. Bear with me, guys. I'm just kind of new to this whole thing. I will be back once I've figured out what's wrong, and once I've sort of gathered all this stuff up and started sticking it in places. So stay tuned for more. Okay, I think I've worked out what the problem is. If you look in the bottom right hand corner, it says station. So if we go into here and go to info and convert to ship, Aha! We have a new spaceship. I'm very pleased. This is like, seriously, a massive, massive advantage to us. And look at the amount of resources involved in this ship. Even if we do end up just stripping it down and not using it as a ship. Okay, we're venting all over the place. There is, yeah, a little bit of repairs that need to be done, definitely. But, right, where is our... Nope. Let's just move away from the asteroid. Got plenty of fuel on board. I've loaded up everything. Most of it's inside this ship, actually. I ran out of space in my little ship. Oh, there we go. There's home. Go forward. Oh, really, it's not very responsive. Probably because I'm pointing it in the wrong direction. Why are you going backwards? Silly spaceship. Not got any thrusters in that direction? I thought that one was working. Nope. Okay, we're gonna have to fly backwards. Or I could just get out and repair it. Right. I'll repair it on the go. So at least just start burning in the right direction. Whoa. Difficult to steer in reverse. There we go. Perfect. We are back home at the base. I got the busted mining ship back, no problem, and went back and retrieved my trusty little spaceship. In the end, I decided to just grind the whole thing down. There was so much stuff I just couldn't get access to, and it would have been a pain in the butt to have to, you know, grind it all, weld it all back together again, plus the damage. But look at the absolute mountain of stuff that we have. Yeah, this is was a fantastic find, and this is enough stuff that'll give us a real jump when we come back up here. In the last episode, we talked about building a large mining ship, finishing the base, and then a sort of heavy lifter freighter. And I think we're going to stick to that. That little sort of detour to the mining ship was good stuff, but we really should now start heading home. So, yeah, that way. Okay, so we're going to burn round the planet and then head down. And then once we're down there, we're going to set up, well, start working towards the mining ship. It'll probably be over this episode and the next. I think we're already at about the 20-minute mark. So I'm going to stop talking. I don't want to waste any time talking rubbish for you guys. And I will cut back in again when we are down on the planet, ready for the next section. So we are back home. No problem whatsoever. And yeah, it's good to be back down here after a couple of days up in space. So I've attached a couple of bits of armor out the side here, and on the end this is a projector. When you're putting down a projector, do you see the X, the sort of X shape on the green circle? How the side doesn't have it. That needs to be facing up, and the sort of the line where there's just two bits, that needs to be facing to the front. Okay. Now the other thing is I'm just going to stick a little keypad down here, and no, that please. Oh, I've got all the nice new tools. I brought some platinum back down with me, so we've got all the nice new tools. Now, I'm sort of wanting to dive through this pretty quickly because the last couple of episodes has been just me talking a lot, not actually achieving much. Okay, so as we talked about, this is an old design of mine from a previous game. I actually had to go into the save game and make a blueprint. This is for future episodes, but there's a little sneak peek of what we're going to be working on. So we're going to, let me see, we're going to copy that to clipboard, multiple grids, okay. And then we have to go back into the projector, and we're going to have to just fiddle with the settings a little bit. So, hitch, I think, is the one. We need to rotate it. Let's see. So it needs to go that way. Okay, and that needs to go forward. We basically just need to line it up so that it is. So now it needs to come back. Oh no. We need to set it up so basically the block is touching. Ah, perfect, like that. That the block is touching this. Okay, so yeah, this is an old design of mine. It was actually originally inspired by a YouTuber called Danish Viking, I think, from a video from like 3 or 4 years ago. If I remember, I'll stick it. I'll stick a link in the description of the video. But I took what was his design, iterated on it. I wouldn't say improved it. I just made my own version of it, and this is what I came up with. I used this in my previous game, and it will shred through a mountainside in no time at all. So this is going to be really very effective in mining. Now it does have nuclear reactors. Go inside it here. There are nuclear reactors on this. There's one there, one on the other side, and one at the back. But it does also have quite a few batteries. It's got 6 on each side. So I'm hoping that what we'll do is just using the base as a charging port. We'll just keep recharging it until we can get that uranium. So anyway, I keep saying I talk too much and I spend 10 minutes talking, so let's get building. Now, one last thing I want to do is I want to go back into the projector and show only buildable. There we go. So now it'll only show things that it is connected to blocks. So this block is the only one that is buildable. The next thing we're going to do is, well, and I'll quickly just show you. I've made a couple of little iterations to our little robot. So he's got some slightly bigger engines. I put on an extra battery. Just it was struggling to kind of work the way I had it set up, but it's always just been a little temporary thing. So I'll go head back down here. We're going to connect to it, and we're going to start some welding. We're going to weld for a little bit, and then just have a look at the time. I think we've got about another 5 minutes or so. Right, remote access. Why can't I connect to it? Oh, I know why. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to stick an aerial down. Just going to be a little temporary one. Yeah. It's not going to live here permanently. I'm going to move it. It's just going to make connecting to things easier. Right, what do I need? Large tubes and small tubes. Guys, got tons of stuff. I tell you actually, because I can run off the antenna off of this thing. If I stand here, I should be able to connect to it. The problem is that your aerial on your spacesuit only goes out 200 meters. But I can relay off the little digger. Is this the right one? I think this is... No, this is the right one. So let's turn the battery on. And there we go. Get up. This thing's so slow. It's only got like one thruster in each direction, so apart from obviously down the way. But we will definitely, once this mining barge is built, we're basically just going to have like unlimited resources, so we'll probably work on building a better welding ship, especially for the freighter, because the freighter is huge. Absolutely huge. Seem to be drifting. Okay. It's one of the problems is it's fully laden at the moment. The minute it's not, then it should be okay. Right. Now we should be able to just weld. Yeah, there we go. So what we're going to do, just keep drifting through the projections. Okay. Now I have a sneaky suspicion that we're going to miss quite a few things. We're probably going to have to like go in and do some by hand. What I really would like to build is a printing machine. I've never built one before, but I have been looking at some videos of how to build one. I don't know if we'll build one on the surface of the planet, but we're definitely going to build one up in space on our little ship, because you basically just press a button and it will print a spaceship for you. And how cool is that? Right. There we go. Oh. Let's have a little. Yeah, I think we've already ran out of resources inside the cargo bay, so I'm gonna take it home. Let's have a little look inside. Wait, can't. We'll take it back, and I'm gonna fill it up again. But we'll go and do a little bit by hand as well. I'll probably do most of this in between this episode and next. I think we're getting sort of close-ish to wrap-up time. Actually, yeah, pretty much bang on wrap-up time. Land. I had become quite proficient at flying this thing, but I seem to have forgotten how to do it. Right, there we go. Should dock now, maybe? Possibly? There we go. Perfect. So let's go and have a little look at what we did. I say it was just one load. We've got a chunk of it welded up already. But I'm going to keep doing this off camera. Just keep loading up my little drone and welding this thing together, and hopefully we'll have most of it done. This is an expensive thing to build. If you look at these big jets, I mean, they are 1,100 motors each, and there's 6 of them. And then on the front, there's the miners, the drill bits. Those things are pretty expensive as well, and all in all, this is quite an expensive build. But the idea is, we spend our resources now, and they'll net us more in the future. So, between this episode and the next, I'm going to finish welding this thing up, or do at least most of it. And then in the next episode, we'll take it mining and test it out, and maybe figure out some way of sort of docking it with our main station. And then with the resources we get from this, we're going to finish this, because it's been, what, we're on episode 12, I think we're on right now? 11? 12? Oh, I've lost count. And it's still not finished, so we're going to get it done. If you've enjoyed this episode, feel free to give me a like and maybe think about subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.